Then suddenly my power and confidence are swelling up, magically erupt. And it's all because of kindness that I feel from people I don't even know. Then suddenly my intuition and my wisdom grow. And then I know that most of all I sense compassion's real. To strangers wherever I go. Thank you for waking me up.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a special ShellshockPrime stream where I am going to be showcasing the ShellshockPrime Showcase, where I'm going to be showing off what are my future plans for the year of 2026. Good to see you, System Malfunction. Good to see you, H-Bomb and Friends. Nova the Artist, Kevin, 8951, Super Big Kaiju, welcome. Sunday, December 21st, 2025. What am I, chopped liver? Well, now I see you're here, Ice Pick. So, yeah, welcome. It's 8:02 p.m. Eastern. Couple more days till Christmas. So we got a lot in store. So I'm looking forward to everything that I'm going to be doing. Of course, you're now 69 Watch Street Nova. Nice. Hey, Silver. It's almost Christmas. Remember, as Phoenix Wright always said, almost Christmas means it's not Christmas. Welcome. Started the finale for Cold Steel 4. This sucker's a beast. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we got a lot going on. So 2026 is going to be like yet another year with a lot of stuff planned. So include looking at dinner, nice. So there's going to be stuff that's related to like the first few months of the stream, which should be up to like maybe June-ish. And the main thing right now is like plans have always changed. Hey, Epic Man, good to see you. Plans always change, but because this year, like, given like we had a new console come out, plus there were so many fantastic games that actually came out this year, I've changed plans on what I was doing, and release dates were confirmed for a couple of games. Two of which in particular, which were great games, neither of them ended up being Game of the Year worthy for me. Whereas one game in particular came out of nowhere and is up there for me for Game of the Year. Which more on that when I do my podcast on Tuesday. But regardless of that, I'm looking forward to just seeing like what you guys think about what I'm going to be doing for 2025, 2026. Now that 2025 is coming to a close, but we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So all the alert notifications are off for this one, but I'll put them back on after we're done. So let's do the ShellshockPrime Showcase, and let's begin. Welcome to another ShellshockPrime showcase. This is the December 2025 edition, where I will reveal all of the stream plans that I have for 2026. What you just seen right now was the Sonic the Hedgehog, the Handheld Eras Tour, which is a series of streams where I'm going to be playing through Sonic the Hedgehog games within multiple handheld eras, from the Sega Game Gear all the way up to the Nintendo 3DS. Be sure to check out these Sonic streams throughout the entirety of 2026. In addition to that, I will also be hosting a Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Archipelago stream, which will start in June. I will also be taking a short hiatus starting from December 30th all the way up to January 11th. Streams will resume starting on January 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That being said, here are the next wave of announcements.
This is your story.
All this started with sin.
I will defeat sin.
After the Patriots, I thought I could walk off the battlefield and into a normal life.
A country plagued with civil war entrusts its fate and the life of its leader to a man reborn as a machine.
I was born with the wrong sign, in the wrong house, with the wrong ascendancy. I took the wrong road that led to the wrong tendencies. I was in the wrong place, at the wrong time, for the wrong reason and the wrong ride. On the wrong day, of the wrong week, I used the wrong method with the wrong technique.
asymmetric war, where you don't know who you're fighting, it's hard to know what you're fighting for. After the fall of the Sons of the Patriots, cyborg technology runs rampant and information flows freely. But the truth is lost on those who refuse to see. And when the battle raging around you reflects the battle within, the only path back to the light is through the darkness.
I told myself this was about justice, about protecting the weak, but I was wrong.
The flames of war between adepts who possess supernatural septimal powers and those who do not are being fanned once again. The hero is Gunvolt, aka GV, an incredibly powerful adept who has the ability to control lightning. He fires special lightning rods from his gun and uses them to electrify his enemies. Learn many different types of special skills as you gain experience in battle. When GV's health reaches 0, the Muse's anthem can revive him. She is Jewel, the spirit of a girl who resides within GV. Quinn, a kind and gentle girl who provides moral support for GV. Xiao, who supports GV in battle as an operator. Together, they take on a formidable new enemy. Gunvolt's rival, Copen, who aims to eradicate all adepts from this world, joins the fray as a new playable character. Dash into enemies to lock onto them, then unleash a devastating flurry of homing shots to make short work of your target. Lola, the AI unit who controls Copen's combat drones. She backs up Copen using powers she acquired from the Muse. The EX weapon mirroring system copies the septimal powers of atoms to use as weapons. Copen's little sister, Mito. Nori, the extraordinary maid who works for Copen and Mito. In order to protect his sister, Copen relentlessly pursues the destructive adepts who threaten her safety. Standing before GV and Copen are the members of the Seven. The leader of the Seven freezes everything in his path with permafrost. Tenjian, the frozen blade. He powers up and controls machinery with Puppet Master, Asrock, the Pygmalion Furnace. She controls Mystic Hair with splitting ends, Desna, the Starstruck Beauty. He creates crystals at will with Prism Cataclysm, Gauri, the Prism Master. She can control metal with Metalon, Gibril, the Full Metal Jacket. He can manipulate all kinds of liquid matter with Icor, Milas, the Aquadynamic Merman. He turns physical material into data with Hack the World, Tessio, the Serial Experiment. And what of the plans of this mysterious girl? With the powers of the Muse on their side, will their efforts result in peace or ruin? Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. In the face of turmoil, a path toward hope beckons.
After the Patriots, I thought I could walk off the battlefield and into a normal life.
A country plagued with civil war entrusts its fate and the life of its leader to a man reborn as a machine.
I was born with the wrong sign in the wrong house, with the wrong ascendancy. I took the wrong road that led to the wrong
Car
especially
as surround yourself with the magical world of Golden Sun for your Game Boy Advance. Play multiplayer or solo as Isaac and his 3 adepts master the power of synergy, travel immense continents, challenging diabolical foes to deadly duels of destruction. Choose your weapons wisely and wield a mighty force against unspeakable evil. Even move great obstacles with telekinetic powers as you hunt down the 4 elemental stones and save the world. Golden Sun for Game Boy Advance. The power is in your hands.
And those are just the announcements for the Backlog Fantasy streams throughout 2026, especially within the first few months. Before we move on, I would like to show off how the stream schedule is going to look like for 2026. As always, we'll make a comparison from the previous year to the next year. So here is the schedule from 2025, and here's how the schedule is going to look like for 2026. There will also be updates for assets, layouts, and a whole lot more, so stay tuned to see how it's going to look like in 2026. And there will also be a new intro and ending sequence for 2026 with a new intro theme and a new ending theme. Stay tuned to see exactly just what I plan to use. Alright, now let's get back to the announcements.
Pac-Man? Pac-Man? Pac-Man?
Pac-Man!
Pac-Man! Oh, how about a quick snack? Adventure is back on the menu. Pac-Man World 2, Repack. Pac-Man World 2 is back and better than ever.
A massive crisis has fallen upon Pac-Land!
The ghosts have stolen the golden fruit. It's up to us to track them down in this wild adventure through Pac-Land. I've got to get back Stat. The villagers are in danger. Let's run, chomp, and butt bounce through Pac-Land to save the day.
Once you're on the ice, look out for any crack spots. You don't want to fall in.
Watch out for all kinds of epic enemies.
All right, come, Pac-Man. Show me what you're made of.
Repack means new features. Team up and play together with a friend. Pac-Man and Pac-Drone are coming. Watch out, ghosts. Jump with even more precision. And that's not all. Complete missions to earn special items. Wear stylish new outfits. Collect and display figures. Get ready to power up and have a blast, because adventure is back on the menu. Here we go! Pac-Man World 2, Repack.
To pass through that door is to pass through time. To travel a road spanning centuries. From here, heroes set out on a journey of hope.
Square Enix presents a brand new action RPG, brought to life in HD 2D. This is Philabildia, a continent overrun by beast tribes. A spell of safekeeping is all that protects humanity's sole bastion, the Kingdom of Huther. One fateful day, a set of ruins is discovered in the wilds beyond the castle walls. An adventurer, Elliot, leaves the kingdom to investigate.
Facing danger is what adventurers do.
At his side is a fairy named Faye.
You can call me Faye. I'm a fairy.
Together, the duo venture beyond the kingdom's protection into the great wide world. During your journey, you'll come face to face with all sorts of foes. In battle, study your opponent's moves carefully and find opportunities to strike. Fight with swords for quick and well-balanced strikes. Bows and arrows to target enemies from afar. Chains and sickles to swing and pull enemies closer, and more. There are 7 weapon types in total, but that's not all. You can also strengthen your weapons by equipping different combinations of magicite. Try out all sorts of variations to find the playstyle that works for you.
Careful!
Your fairy companion, Faye, can also attack and pick up items. You can control both Elliot and Faye separately, or 2 players can control them at the same time. You'll find that she's very helpful on your adventure. Join Elliot and Faye on a grand journey that, unknown to them, will span 1,000 years. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales
Evil.
How does it feel, Wayne, to stand on the very stones that ran with your parents' blood? Do you feel sad?
Bruce.
Full of rage? Or does that outfit help bury your feelings, hiding your true self?
You've become what you've always fought against, and I will stop you.
I have powerful friends, Batman. This is just the beginning.
Why do you work alone, Batman? I believe you enjoy the loneliness.
I assumed that you thought yourself untouchable.
Looks like Batman himself is exiting the building. Mayday!
Well, as you can see, no one is untouchable.
We are the future of Arkham. We are the future of Gotham.
If you solve the room ahead, you save them. If you don't, then they die.
You must show you are willing to take a life to save the world.
You cannot stop me. Soon I will command forces beyond your comprehension.
Are you gonna be a good boy and give up nicely?
Bravo!
See, we're on the cusp of success here. But if we don't deal with Kiryu, that'll stall the Tojo clan's land acquisition. No doubt he'll try to stop us, and if he does, the resort deal will end up back at square one. Now, if we snuff out Kiryu, that'll also settle the eviction matter. 2 birds, 1 stone. From there, it's a straight shot to the PM's chair. Sound about right, Minister Suzuki?
Hello. A pleasure. I'm the Minister of Land, Suzuki.
I know who you are.
I don't like repeating myself. Pack up.
They haven't stopped. We got another eviction notice. I guess we might really have to leave after all.
Both of you are from the Ryudo family. You owe me an explanation for this. We pay our rent on time.
To turn around and get the hell out of Okinawa.
Bullshit! Don't you walk away!
If you want to fight, I'll give you one. But you should know, if it comes to that, I won't hold anything back.
Liberal push for military expansion in the region, Minister of Defense Ryuzo Tamiya, Okinawa Resort Development Deal, Land Minister Yoshinobu Suzuki both paid a visit to the embattled region today.
Defending our nation is all that concerns me. Indeed. To land in Okinawa? What if I do?
This business you're caught up in, it all ties back to a story I've been chasing.
That the traitor is in league with the man who shot Daigo.
Unfortunately, that also means the main suspect in the 6th chairman's shooting is you.
This war's finally getting...
If you want to see how a real Yakuza operates, then allow me to demonstrate.
Cousin Son won't be the only ghost haunting this town.
Where are you guys?
This is the end of the line for you. Kazuma Kiryu.
Freeze! Tamashiro got nothing to do with this place!
Spare them! Spare this orphanage! Please!
Putting your life on the line doesn't give it any meaning. You're just throwing it away. There will come a time when you can show the world what you're made of. For now, just trust me.
Like me!
Hello? Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude.
Oh, you're FBI? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Grace, stay close to me.
I'm coming!
Keep moving.
What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
I've been watching you. You're not like other people, you know. You're quite unique.
Tell me what's going on.
Something important.
Oh, I'm scared.
Grace. They're coming.
There's no escaping your destiny.
Well, you're alive.
This country is infested with all manner of scum.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John.
Friends reunited. It is a beautiful thing.
You've been to the sea before? On Earth?
Of course I have. Got a house with a view and everything. You just gonna stay here when this is all done? What do you want?
Man, need this again. I can't do anything.
Hello, unregistered guests. Your presence here is a violation of Cradle Security Protocol.
Well, those are a lot of amazing announcements. That's going to do it for the ShellshockPrime showcase. I thank you all for tuning in to watch. We do have a few more things, so make sure to watch and stay towards the end. But other than that, y'all take care of yourselves. Be awesome. Stay awesome. Tell your lovers you love them. Check up on them as always. And fight for everlasting peace. All right, so that right there is the Shellshock Prime showcase. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to show off. But we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna go over to the main scene right here. So we're gonna go over everything one by one. All right, so what I'll do is I'm gonna mute it. So we're just gonna go over everything. What exactly am I gonna be doing? So what did you miss between Arkham City and Majora's Mask? I'll get there. I'll get there. So you can see I'm doing the Sonic handheld Eras tour. So the inspiration comes from the fact that I've been wanting to do handheld Sonic games for a while now. And not only that, but also I figured, what if I decided to do like this thing where I took Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert and then turn it into this, but with the Sonic handheld games, like the Sonic Eras. Like you have the Game Gear, then going all the way to Neo Geo Pocket Color, then to Game Boy Advance, and then to Nintendo DS and PSP and 3DS. So yeah, Sonic pretty much was around like throughout the entirety of like 35 years, going through like handheld games. You forgot Sonic Battle? That one I wanted to stick to like the platformers for this one. Although Sonic Rivals are pretty much platformers in a sense. And I've also decided not to put in Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood on here either. Because that one is an RPG. And also I decided not to add games like Sonic Labyrinth in here. Like that one, or like and neither Tails Sky Patrol nor Tails Adventure. And unless I'm required to beat the game with multiple characters, like for any of these games, should the options be there, I'm mainly just going to be sticking to using Sonic for pretty much like all the playthroughs, just because of the fact that it is Sonic after all. And I decided to stop at Sonic Generations. I know that there were other handheld games that came afterwards, like the Sonic Boom games and Sonic Lost World on 3DS. But for Sonic Lost World, I know I still have to do Sonic Lost World for the Wii U or the PC versions. Let me switch to the next thing. All right, yeah. So like I said, like I'm gonna do like a Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Archipelago. I'm still finalizing the details on who's gonna be in that. But that's gonna be wild. I'm looking forward to that one. So Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Archipelago, like, what does that mean? So it's pretty much a randomizer, but everybody's teaming up. Like it's like a co-op randomizer in a sense, where like everybody can get pretty much anything. Like let's say like any of the stages, we're all teaming up to get like all my idea is to get all the emblems as a team. And what I want to do is I want to do two groups. One group is pretty much representing like Team Light, like the heroes, and then the other group you have Team Dark. I have to finalize everything. I'm going to talk to some people about how to make it all work, but once I can get more details, I'll definitely talk about it more. Like I want to do it in June, because June is going to be like when I really want to ramp up a lot of the Sonic stuff, because June is where like Sega is going to kick off the 35th anniversary. So I figured that's like the perfect time to do all the Sonic stuff. So for the Tournament of Backlog, Final Fantasy X was what won it, and this is one of the games I know I wanted to do. And like I've heard nothing but great things about this game. Give me 1 second. Let me just full screen this. But yeah, with this game, this is one of the games that I've been wanting to play for years. I kind of regret not getting into this one a lot sooner. But I mean, a lot of people say that like when it came out, like it was a fantastic RPG. I believe this was the last one where Hironobu Sakaguchi was involved with before leaving Square. And but yeah, this will be happening. This will be like the first game I'm gonna do when I come back from the short hiatus after my really anniversary stream. And that leads to the next game. That'll be Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I am not doing this twice, only once, because there was a mistake that I want to bring up, and that's the fact that I know for a fact that I put the Metal Gear Solid trailer on here. I think I might have put this one twice by accident, because I am going to do Metal Gear Solid during the spring, but Metal Gear Rising is going to happen alongside Final Fantasy X. That's my plan. That's the plan that I currently have right now. So Final Fantasy X and Metal Gear Rising Revengeance will be the first two games I'm going to stream this year that are single player based. Like I've seen so many, like I played so many different games that Platinum developed. This is on the list. This was like high up on the list of what to do next that I haven't done yet. So this is something I know I wanted to do. And I've seen like a few snippets of streams. I didn't watch the whole thing because I want to experience the whole game myself. But what I did see for this game, like I know for a fact I'm gonna have a great time with it. And it's funny how I'm gonna play this before streaming the first Metal Gear Solid. So January 12th will be when I do the first part of Final Fantasy X, and January 13th will be when I do the first part of this game. So as you can see, that is a plan that I have. So let's move here. So next up is Animal Well. So Animal Well, I remember hearing word of mouth about this game last year, and there were people who said that it actually was one of the best games to come out of 2024. I was gifted this game on Steam, but I bought this. But the thing is, I bought the Switch version first, and I bought it on Steam, like, at some point, like, no, I didn't buy on Steam. I didn't buy on Steam, sorry. I bought it on Switch, but for Steam, it was a gift. I don't remember who gifted it to me. It might have been Fights, or it might have been somebody else. But I know somebody gifted it to me. But yeah, like February I'll do that. And then there's also the first Crash Bandicoot game. Like I also said that I'm gonna do 2 and 3 like at some point soon, like coming soon. Depends on how things are gonna look like for 2026. But I'm definitely doing Crash Bandicoot 1 for sure. Which Epic Man, I know that you would be hyped to see me do like the Crash Bandicoot games. So it's gonna be fun playing through this game. I'm looking forward to seeing like how it all goes. Am I doing 100%? I'm not sure. Is it required to beat the game, or is it just the fact that like there's some sort of bonus that I should get anyway? Okay. If it's not required, then like I'm not gonna go for 100%. But there's a true ending. Did they put like, is there a true ending like in the Insane trilogy, or there's a bonus ending for getting all the gems? Okay. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, this should be happening like in the spring. So yeah, Crash Band. That's what I'm planning it like in the spring. Yeah, just play normally first. Yeah, because I feel like if I was doing 100%, like I figure like it would be something like if I played it before. Like I've never finished the games ever, or at least the first one. All right, so now let's check this one out. So this one right here, So this one right here is Breath of Fire. So Breath of Fire is an RPG I've been wanting to play for a while. And this one, and the fact that this came in 5th in the sort of the backlog, I was really happy about this one. So this is a game that I've been seeing for years because I want to stream these games. I was told that the one that people really loved the most was 3, which was on the PS1. Because the first 2 games were Super Nintendo games. I will play them. It's funny how like there's a character in this series named Ryu, who and the thing is that I say that because this series is developed by Capcom, and they already have another character named Ryu in the Street Fighter series, but they could potentially put Breath of Fire characters in a future fighting game should they do so. But yeah, I would like to play that. Hey D Birch, good to see you. So Gunvolt is the next one. Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. I've streamed the first one back in 2019. And hey again, Son. Welcome. I've streamed the first Gunvolt. My buddy Elvis, Mecha Dragon 101, lent me his copy of the Striker Pack. And I gave it back to him, like, got a few things on the mind. No problem. So, I did buy the Striker Pack on sale in eShop. And that was before they announced like a new package that had not only those 2 games, but also the 3rd. So if I would have known about it, I would have held off and waited. But I do wonder if I could get a discount for just getting 3. But I'm gonna have to check. Because I have them on Switch. But yeah, this spring I'll play Gunvolts. But yeah, like I already addressed the whole mistake that I put Metal Gear Rising twice by mistake here. That spot was supposed to be for Metal Gear Solid 1. That would be Mighty Gunvolt Burst. All right, so yes, Golden Sun. So the tournament backlog, Golden Sun came in 8th place, and I said that for the November one, top 8 would be the games I would stream this in 2026, and Golden Sun made it. I've always tried getting into this game, and I just couldn't get into it back in the day, and I tried getting into it again on the Wii U Virtual Console and never got into it at all. So I figured, you know what? Let's give it another shot on stream. I don't really have anything to lose. I've heard people say that these games are really good. So, like, I'll do Golden Sun first, and then eventually I'll do Golden Sun The Lost Age, which is pretty much the other half of this game. So, and then of course you would see my stream schedule. Let me actually go back. This is the current stream schedule of how it looks like. And then the way I made this one look, because I'm pretty much going all in on Blockbuster. I don't know why, like, it's just that I think that having a Blockbuster theme just kind of works for somebody like me, given, like, you know how much I love nostalgia, pop culture, as well as, like, a lot of, like, classic video games, retro video games, and all that, plus more modern stuff, too, but, yeah. So I figured I just make the theme. I think it looks really nice, though. Like, I'm probably just going to tweak it a little bit, but I just wanted to show you an idea of what it's going to look like. But it's more likely going to be tweaked a little bit. So it'll look a little bit crisper once I'm about to start my streams next year. So January 12th is when I come back from streaming after my affiliate anniversary stream next week. And then I'm going to update everything, assets, layouts, and more. And then, like, this was, like, the new intro for Retro Night. I used the Gracie Films extended theme that I got from YouTube. Which, the actual intro will have credits. So, like, I'll properly credit the person who made the extended fan version of the Gracie Films theme. I'll do that. But yeah, so right here, so you can see. Let me actually go to like right here because we're gonna do coming because I put for coming soon retro night. All right, so let me talk about this one. All right, let me go back real quick. Let me go back because I want to talk about the first thing regarding retro night. So I'm gonna be doing for the first retro night that I'm gonna be doing is gonna be Sega Channel. So for context on why I'm doing Sega Channel. It's because ever since the Video Game History Foundation, they managed to get they received a large amount of like lost Sega Channel ROMs and data like all dumped onto the internet. So I am going to be showcasing many of that. My plan is to mainly prioritize like I know that there were some games that were exclusive to Sega Channel, like Alien Soldier, Pulse Man, Golden Axe 3, Mega Man: The Wily Wars. But I'm not going to feature those games because you can pretty much play them on the, with the exception of Golden Axe 3, you can pretty much play those games on NSO. The Golden Axe 3 is like on like other like Sega collections, but what I will show off are stuff that like has not been re-released anywhere else. Like Garfield Caught in the Act, The Lost Levels, because there were levels that were taken out of the game and they were put into Sega Channel, so you could play those. Hey Shad, thanks for the raid. I really appreciate it. I'm just going over what I'm going to be doing next year, so it's good to have you here too. So for Sega Channel, like I'm gonna showcase like a bunch of games that you would not find anywhere else. So, like, that's going to be the first retro night of 2026. The next one I'm going to do is going to be Wrestling Games 2. So, I'm mainly going to be playing, because I did wrestling games already. Hey, Maverick, good to see you. So, I'm mainly going to prioritize the wrestling games that were on the PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, and Game Boy Advance. So basically that era, and I may actually do the Wii. So that era of wrestling games. So gaming in the Clinton years, like I wanted to do something different, like a different watch party, and like why not just do a bunch of bite-sized reviews that are notoriously bad, but people like to make fun. But I'm watching just to make fun of them. And then I'm gonna do a retro night on Soul Calibur. Like I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do Soul Calibur 4 and 5. But thanks for the raid. I appreciate it, Shad. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, Soul Calibur. So I'm gonna start it. It all starts with Soul Edge or Soul Blade if you're playing on PlayStation. Then you do Soul Calibur. But what I'm doing when I do this retro night, I'm gonna play all 3 versions of Soul Calibur 2 because you have Link, you have Heihachi, and you have Spawn. So I'm going to do all 3 versions of Soul Calibur 2 on that night. Then there's 3, and then like I'll do, if I can find a way to do 4 and 5, I'll do 4 and 5. And then like I also plan to do a retro night on Power Rangers. I'm going to stream like a couple of classic Power Rangers games. Soul Calibur is my favorite fighting game IP. Can't wait for this. Yes. Yeah, the console versions had Netcrid. Soul Calibur 4. And in addition to Soul Calibur 4 and 5, I'm also going to do the version of Soul Calibur 4 that was on the PSP. I believe it was Soul Calibur Unchained or something. I'm not sure if that was what was the name of it, but it's the one that has Kratos. Kratos for God of War. So those are the first couple of retro nights I'm going to be doing in 2026. So next up right here, like what was this one? Yeah, I'm going to be doing Pac-Man World 2 Repack because I've streamed Pac-Man World, the original, and the remake. Now I'm going to do the remake of 2. I decided against doing an old versus new on this and just go straight to Repack. Then I'm going to do Warrior World. So what made me want to do Warrior World was this coming out on, like, it was a surprise release on NSO. Like, it just released like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. And because this was not on the list of upcoming games for the GameCube NSO, I figured that this would have come out later. But yeah, I'm gonna stream this. So, like, because Icepick said that the game's level design does not match, like, Wario's moveset. I've heard about that. I've also heard that if you're playing the European version, that the final boss is harder and has a different music. I remember renting this game from Blockbuster and never finished it. Yeah, I had a former friend of mine bring the game over back when I was a teenager, and we got to check it out. And this is a game I've been wanting to play since I watched the announcement for this. They're in the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase in July. The Adventures of Elliot. It's a new action RPG from Square in the HD 2D, and it looks so smooth. It looks silky smooth. I will say though that that at least Square doesn't seem to be overdoing it with the bloom lighting as much as they did, because the original Octopath, they overdid it with the lighting. Like, it doesn't seem like they're overdoing it as much here. If Chrono Trigger remake happened, a lot of people have said HD2D would work. I disagree. I want an even bigger scale remake. I feel like Chrono Trigger deserves way more than that. Same thing with Final Fantasy VI. Alright, so the January Shell Squad Game Club is going to be Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Originally, it was going to be Kirby Air Riders, but I decided to do it like last week with when I just streamed with Nintendo. But now I'm going to do Sonic Racing Cross Worlds in January, and I honestly kind of feel like this would be a lot of fun to do. Like, we got 3 cakes. I've already done Mario Kart World. I've already done Kirby Air Riders, so this is the next one. And this one's cross-platform multiplayer, so anyone on any platform can play. You have Switch, Switch 2, you have Xbox Series X, you have PlayStation 5, you have PC. As long as you have those, you're good as gold. Everyone can all play together. Sega Sports Network, I love that logo. I'll try to make it to this. I love this game. It's going to be on January, like 25th, I want to say. Well, what date did I went with? 18th? Okay. Yeah, right. 18th. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. But yes, that's the date that I'm going to go with. It's a Sunday. I'm mainly doing it on Sunday afternoon because I feel like Sunday afternoon works really well for a multiplayer game. Just nice, chill Sunday. Just play games. Have fun. I mean, that's what it's all about. Like, just chill. Granted, Sonic Racing, you're just racing like with the fastest amount of speed as possible. So it's gonna, and the thing is, it's half kart racer, but it also feels like an arcade racing at the same time, because they got some of the devs who worked on the initial D games and other Sega arcade games working on it alongside Sonic Team. So I've never played Chibi Robo before, so this will be my first time. I would like to see just how I feel about Chibi Robo when I get to that game. Like, I've heard like that the original game on the GameCube was really good, so I am looking forward to playing that myself. I will be playing it at some point next year. I haven't really set an actual timetable as to when I'm gonna do this, but it's definitely next year for sure. But I'll figure it all out. But it's weird, it's quirky, but you know what? If it's fun, that's all that matters to me. That's really all that matters. So it actually says spring, yeah. So this spring I'll do Chibi Robo. So Batman Arkham Asylum was a fantastic game. To me, like, that game is like a 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. A few things that I felt like I kind of felt like a few missions kind of dragged on a little bit, but other than that, the game is really good. So if I love that game, there's a very strong chance I'm going to love this game as well, City. So we'll see how I feel about City. Like, I've heard people say that City was like a game that was a Game of the Year contender in the year that it came out, which was 2011. Because I loved Arkham Asylum, but City, I can't wait to see just how this is going to be. And I think this game takes place directly after Asylum. The boss battles was the weakest part of Asylum, in my opinion. But City, on the other hand, I'll just say could hard with the bosses alone. Ooh, I can't wait to see how that's going to be. There were people who said that the final boss of Asylum was one of the weakest bosses in the game. I personally wasn't the biggest fan of the Poison Ivy boss. But we'll see. And then there was some bosses where it was just like you had like these big, strong guys lunging right at you, and you have to dodge them, hit them with the batarang so that they can crash into the walls. It gets monotonous. It's not bad, but it gets monotonous when like they've done like multiples. Like the first fight, sure, made sense, but everything else afterwards, it just got monotonous. Also, the fact that you have Catwoman in this game, so that's Batman Arkham City. I'll be streaming this game next year. So you have Yakuza Kiwami 3. I'm gonna be streaming this game. So now that I finished Kiwami 2, Kiwami 3 is next. And we'll see just how this one's gonna go. I will say though, right now, 0 is still my favorite game in the series. But Kiwami 2 is now currently my second place. So if I had to rank them from the ones I played, it's 0, 2, and then 1. Granted, 1 and 2 are just the Kiwami versions. I have not played the original PS2 games. And the original Yakuza 3 was a PS3 game when it came out. So I'm looking forward to playing some Kiwami 3. So next up is Pikmin 2. Pikmin 2 is a game that this is like the only Pikmin game I have not played at all. Like 3, I played a little bit of it, and 4, I've only played a demo, but I've recently beaten the first one, like earlier in the year, and Pikmin 1 is fantastic. So, like, I didn't think I would like Pikmin 1 as much as I did. So, we'll see how I feel about Pikmin 2. We'll see how I feel about it. Now it's on to Resident Evil 9, Requiem. Or just Resident Evil Requiem. I'll be streaming this day 1. I know that there's going to be a lot of games I'm going to be streaming, like, that are new, in which that there are people who want to experience the games themselves, and that's completely understandable, because I'm the same way. Like, if someone is streaming a game that I've never played before, or if it's a new game that just came out, and I want to see it for myself, like, obviously, like, I'm not going to... It's like no hard feelings. Like, it's not that I don't want to ever go to your streams or anything. It's just the fact that I want to see the game myself because I would like to experience it. But at the same time, there are times where, like, for some games, I do go back to other streams just to see how other people handle, like, certain scenes or certain events within the game and how they handle, like, the games themselves. I do that at least. But other than that, like... I'm looking forward to playing this game. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun playing Resident Evil 9. Because what made me more motivated to do this game is now that I've beaten Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. So now I get to do this one. Eventually I plan to do the remakes. I don't know when will I do any of the remakes. Like Resident Evil 2, 3, or 4 remake. But it will happen. Though out of all those, I would say that 2 remake will probably happen a lot sooner than anybody would even imagine. But if it happens, it will be way after I'm done. But if it happens, it'll be after I play this game. All right, so that's Resident Evil Requiem. So there was a stream I was watching. There was a streamer who was playing Red Dead Redemption. He goes by Turkias. He was streaming Red Dead Redemption like a couple of weeks ago, and then I was noticing that this game had a Switch 2 edition. And I bought this game. I bought this game for cheap. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well just do it. So, okay. So, Mega Man I'm going to be streaming Mega Man Star Force. But I originally prepared a trailer just in case if this game was not going to come out before May, but it turns out it is going to come out before May. So I decided to change it and turn it and be like, you know what? We're going to do this for Mega Man. So I'm going to play Mega Man Star Force in May. And I do have other plans for Mega Man. But you're gonna have to wait and see what they are soon enough. Like real soon. But yeah, never really got a chance to play these games. But now that I've beaten all the Mega Man Battle Network games, Star Force is next. So it's good timing that I've beaten Mega Man Battle Network 6, so now I can do Star Force. So yeah. Pragmata. Like, I was gonna hold off on this because like I wasn't sure, like, even with my PC, like what if this game was a lot more demanding. But then again, they're bringing this game to Switch too, which that was the announcement at the Game Awards. I was not expecting them to announce a Switch 2 port of this game. And not only that they announced a Switch 2 version of it, the fact that it's coming out date and date with the other platforms. I was not expecting that at all. So, and the fact that the Switch 2 edition is also going to have amiibo support. Like, I will get this game. I'll pick it up and I'm gonna stream it. It's coming out in April, so I will be streaming this game. So right here is the new season of Share with Shellshock. As you can see, this time the theme is Street Fighter Alpha 2. And that is the new artwork that was done by a good buddy of mine, DBirch01. I'm actually going to give him a shout out. Right here, I decided to just use people who were previous guests from Sharing with Shellshock for the intro. I just thought that it was really cool to just like make it inspired by Street Fighter Alpha 2, because that's what I was going for. I was trying to figure out, because for the longest while I was figuring out what theme was I going to use this coming year for Sharing with Shellshock for season 5. I haven't decided up until like yesterday. I actually decided yesterday that I was gonna theme it after Street Fighter Alpha 2. So that trailer was actually made and finished yesterday. And now, like, I'm finally doing the Majora's Mask old versus new. It was supposed to happen back in September, but I delayed it because, like, I decided to do Silk Song. But now this is happening in February. So I will be streaming this. I'll be doing the N64 version first. And I'll be doing it alongside whatever game I'm doing for Backlog Fantasy. So yeah, like, because I made an updated intro for old versus new, where like I found an extended version of the Street Fighter theme, which is pretty much reused theme from Marvel vs. Capcom 1, but in the Street Fighter 1 sound font. I still gotta do Star Fox 64 versus Star Fox 64 3D at some point, but other than that, I'm doing Majora's Mask. So, with Majora's Mask, this was a game that I've always wondered for myself. Would I actually like this game? I love Ocarina of Time, both the original and the 3DS version. I love Wind Waker. I love Skyward Sword. So that means that the next 3D Zeldas I gotta do, like the pre Breath of the Wild 3D Zeldas, the ones I need to do are Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess. So I will not be streaming Twilight Princess in 2026, but I will be streaming Twilight Princess in the future. I'll make sure of that. Now, what will make me change my mind is if like there's a rematch. If it's somehow like if they somehow bring Twilight Princess to Nintendo Switch 2, then I'll stream that. We'll see. But Majora's Mask is going to be what's on the agenda. It's going to happen in February. It'll happen like in early February. Like I want to at least finish both Final Fantasy X and Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and then I'll start up the N64 version. You're going to do Twilight Princess next year? Nice. Yeah, because I'm prioritizing Majora's Mask, the N64 and the 3DS version. So I don't see myself doing old versus new from pretty much many of the Zelda games, but there's a reason why I wanted to do this one. Because there's always been a debate about the N64 and the 3DS versions, because the 3DS version changed a lot of things about the original game. Some things were made better, some things were made worse. But it was always a back and forth. Do people prefer the 3DS version or people prefer the N64 version? Because usually the remakes tend to replace the original for the most part. But this is like one of the exceptions. Like this one was a big exception. But that's practically everything. That's practically everything for ShellshockPrime Showcase. I do have a lot that I'm looking forward to doing throughout 2026. Like there will be other games that will be planned, but there may also be plans that change. And if things don't work out, I always go with other plans. But we'll see. Like at the end of the day, the main thing that I know for a fact that I want to do is find like a proper balance of what type of games will work out for me like better than others. Also, there's one thing I need to do better with, and that's to not overwhelm myself, because I feel like I've been overwhelming myself every now and then. So if I feel like I really need to take a break, I really should be better at taking breaks. I said I was going to do that for this year, and I really didn't. But there were some factors behind the scenes in which I just used streaming as an escape from or not really escape, but rather a distraction from some of the stuff that I'm currently going through at home. But no matter what happens, I'm always glad to be here. I'm always glad to be streaming, and just chatting with you guys, because it does help me a lot. Just to support just you guys coming here. Like, I'm really glad that every year that I get to do what I do. I do have the affiliate anniversary stream next week. I'm going to be going into, I'm going to have like a bigger spiel at the end of it. Like on the Monday night, I'm going to be talking more about like some, like, I'll probably open up about like a lot of things right at the end of it. But tomorrow I'm going to do Backlog Fantasy, tying up loose ends. I'm going to get the ending for Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins, and then I'm going to do Super Mario Galaxy 1. I'm going to get the rest of the stars with Mario. If there's time, I may actually do a quick game. Tuesday is the season finale Share with Shellshock. It's the best games of 2025, and then Sunday is day one of the affiliate anniversary stream. Day 2 will be on the Monday afterwards, like the 29th, but that's the last full schedule of the year, because otherwise, like, next week would be, like, just just a Monday stream and that's it. And I'm off on Christmas Eve and I'm off on Christmas Day. So, and I'm also not going to be streaming on Friday. Like the retro night that I did, the second retro holiday grab bag, that's the last Friday stream of the year. So, all right. So yeah, that's going to do it. I appreciate you guys all for coming in. So in regards to everything, I just hope that like you guys are all just doing good. I'm gonna get ready to start winding down and just relax for the rest of the night. And prepare for a few things, and also gotta prepare for the holidays because like Christmas is coming in, and I want to make sure like to have fun. To do like cool things for the holidays, but mainly just chill. Maybe I'm just gonna watch a movie or something. I haven't decided on what I'm doing yet, but I know for a fact that after Tuesday I'm off until Sunday. That's pretty much just how it's gonna go. So yeah. Right now, let me see who is online that I'm going to send the raid over to. Like, there's so many people on. I am going to send the raid over. Like, I originally had somebody in mind, but they're actually about to end. So I'm going to go and send the raid right now over. Actually, let me make sure, because like there's someone that I know I really wanted to raid. Let's see. Oh, I know who I'm gonna raid. So I'm gonna go and send the raid right now over to a good buddy of mine, Andy Bundy, who is currently streaming How the Grinch Stole Christmas, or the Grinch Christmas Adventures. Yeah, we're gonna send the raid over to Andy Bundy. So, yeah, absolutely epic. You take care. It's good having you here. All right, so we're gonna go raid Andy Bundy. All right, and I will see you guys on tomorrow for Backlog Fantasy. So make sure to take care of yourselves. Be awesome. Stay awesome. Tell your loved ones you love them. Check on them as always. Fight for everlasting peace. And I'll see you guys next time. And y'all take care.